Hey gang, a little update here for you. This is going to be part unboxing, part Blitz development update, part TTS, um, and some information about how you can get your own set of real life Blitz cards. Okay, so Blitz, it's still going. I know Invader League finals just happened, and you all saw the update to the board, I'm sure. The old table was a little bit lost in the ether, so I had to slap together a new skybox real quick to go with that. I honestly don't. I have no idea where the working files for the old one are. I had the table, but I could not find the skybox for the life of me. And I didn't want to remake that. That was kind of a pain to put together the first time around. So, but we're all set up now, so I'll probably be doing more aesthetic changes to the table down the road here, just for fun. And so yeah, it's there to hype Blitz, of course. Um, which if you're new is the 3x3 version of standard Legion play that I've been cooking up as an unofficial game mode. And I think it's better in every way. It continues to be really compelling. Played or watched about 10 games of Blitz so far. Um, really good overall. Turn 0/1 is wild. It's super compelling. Um, it's punishing in new and different ways, but certainly not to the degree that the 6x3 table affords. Um, I've lost several of the games, so it's not just like a me thing. It's not just a thing that like my brain is built for some reason. I had made a pretty bad list, but it was Gav with Weiss and ISF and swoops or speeder bikes. I can't remember. I think speeder bikes. It was really designed around punishing your opponent's bad turn 0, right? They deploy something in a weak spot. You can kind of converge a bunch of stuff between infiltrate, the Gavs, threat range, and then the speeder bikes to sort of snipe something and then run away. I don't think that exists in Blitz. I don't think your opponent can do something that offensive to themselves. I'm yet to play Disarray. It just hasn't come up. Um, which I think is largely due to Disarray being generally undesirable on the 6x3 table. There's not a lot of lists that's benefit for. You have to risk something in order to do it. And for most lists, it's not a net positive. But I think Disarray is weirdly compelling because it's not hard with just a scout. Um, to be able to achieve, well, I don't know if that's true. I'd have to measure it. I don't know how hard it is to get command range for those things, even on the 3x3 table, the opposite corners. Um, I think a lot of lists that are okay with chaos and a lack of order control, it's very beneficial for now. Because stuff's not so spread out that you can't like support that thing that's way out there. And I think there's more incentive to split up your army. And you may have to just because there's less real estate. Um, so I'm really looking forward to that one. I think recover is I'm getting ahead of myself. The Gav game didn't work, right? It was also a bad matchup. I was running into Gar Mando spam, Gar Saxon Mando spam. Let me be clear. That one of those is real and one of those is nonsense. Um, as much as any part of Blitz is not nonsense, right? All right. So it didn't work. Needless to say, I got tabled hard. I don't think your opponent can deploy that bad where you can exploit that setup, which is great. That's what it should be, right? The mistakes you can make turn 0 now are order of operations of deployment becomes really meaningful, and reinforcements it seems uh, even more real. Um, it's hard to pass up on the recover card, the super tack recover card to get reinforcements because recovering is so valuable. Action economy. If you're not Republic, action economy is pretty valuable. I mean, it's valuable in the game in general. It's just the way the game works, but which is part of why a smaller table's so meaningful. But uh, yeah, like going last with stuff is a big deal. Like I think that could matter quite a bit for experimental droids um, on the small table. I think that's a big play. So it'll be interesting to see if how that continues to sort of bear out. Um, because going last affords you a lot of information. Like all the stuff that normally happens turn one of like, oh, I'm just going to move this thing up and then you're going to move that thing up. A lot of that happens with far less information during turn zero. That whole thing plays out right then. So you can make mistakes in terms of getting stuff too close, getting the wrong stuff too close, not really knowing the order of operations you want to have turn one. You can't dig yourself a hole in terms of like the objective and your ability to win the game, but you can dig yourself a little bit of a tactics hole. I mean, the alternating turns sort of mitigates the ceiling on how bad it can get, but um, you know, a clone fire support right off the top is a real meaningful hazard. We've seen it happen a couple times. Um, and sometimes it's real terrible and sometimes it's fine. You're okay with trading that efficiency. It just compresses the number of meaningful turns, or I guess it expands them. It compresses the number of non-meaningful turns, right? You don't have any of just the walking up nonsense. Get right into it, which is great. I think that feels a lot more interesting, and you're busy right from the beginning. Okay, so that's that. That's sort of state of the union, how things are going. I want to show you this, which is cool new stuff. Oh, nice. This is not exactly what you'll get. It's also not fragile, but they were careful, I guess. So what I'm going to show you here, these are from MakePlayingCards.com, which, as you'll see on the screen there, I've got a little store set up. MakePlayingCards.com/sell/buckethead-bits. Ooh, fancy. And you'll see here there's foil battle cards for Legion and Blitz battle cards for Legion. And what we want to talk about today is the Blitz battle cards. So this set is not exactly the same as what you get here on the available. Oh, I need to update that description. That description is a little bit of a lie. All right. So what do you get? You get a whole battle deck. Ooh, paraphrased rules, not official rules. Everybody sit down. But most importantly, you get real cards for your Blitz deployments. Oh, snap. And they're color coded on the back. So you got your reds for your deployments, and you got your blues for your objectives. And we'll look at these a little closer in a second because they look sweet. Um, and then greens, of course, for your conditions. Let me hold that where the glare's not. I'm not a real YouTuber. Yeah, so they look very cool. Very cool original art. Very cool original art. That's Rapid. It's just called Rapid because we all just call it Rapid. I really should have just called this one Clear. I wrote the whole name out. It's got cool art. Supply. And it's got paraphrased instructions for you on all this stuff. Minefield. Ooh. Limviz came out. Sweet. It's a good one. This one's cool too. Fortified. I'm not showing you Hostile. I'll show you Hostile. I might as well. It's got a spacesuit on because it's gross out there. Right? I mean, when it's gross, you just need what? A little breathing mask and your Walkman. Right? That's how you survive inside of a space slug. Recover. Nice. Sabotage. Very nice. Payload. Look at these guys walking their little space cart. KP. I should have called it KP. So I could be more aggressive on the abridging. Intercept. This one's important. It's got the appropriate intercept positions marked. I could put these on screen, but I'm not doing it. That's too much work. Hostage. Breakthrough. Very nice. Bombing run. Very fancy. I've got these sleeved already. but the weight is like identical to the real cards. They're the exact same size. Color's great. We use this group to print the foil battle cards, which you can also get on the Make Playing Cards store. Then we've got, yeah, you've seen the deployments. I don't have to show you, but they look great. They're all there. Everything's super clear, nice, high res, perfect weight. Okay, so what do you get if you buy it from the store? I ordered like a custom set with some of the Battle Force cards and stuff for myself and some of the locals. There's a damage reference card. Ooh. And then on the back, it reminds you what each of those things is. There's 2 of those. I think there's 2 of those in here. So here's all the cards. Let's see. Okay, so you get 2 damage cards. Here you go. 2 damage cards. 2 pass cards. I didn't print these because for our next local event, which is December 9th, very soon, if you're in or around Indianapolis, acrylic pass tokens. Ooh, we got blue ones. We got red ones. It says pass on one side. It says nope on the other. So because I can't put acrylic things in here, I've got you some cards. So these will be standard size, and you get a red one and a blue one in your Blitz pack. And on the one side it says pass, and it's lit up, and on the other side it's dark. But I don't have those for me personally, because they didn't fit. Because I had to fit right. Because like you gotta order so many. You get so many cards in your deck based on the number of like cards per die cut sheet or whatever. And so I filled it up with the new Battle Force stuff. I can't put that in the for sale stuff because that's not original art and content. But what you get, what I'm saying is I didn't have room to order my own stuff. I didn't want to order just a deck of those. Okay. You get what are these conditions? You get a full set of conditions, a full set of deployments, a full set of objectives, 2 damage reference cards, 2 pass cards, and then another set of Blitz deployments. Very handy. So if you're wanting to do this in your local scene, one deck gets you enough to really play 2 games simultaneously, because you can use your own conditions and objectives, and then just share between 2 of you the deployments and whatever. It won't give you damage cards and pass cards, but for 2 tables worth of stuff, that doesn't fit. There's 36 things, but that's what all you get. Okay, so we can go back to the store. Here we go. All right. So I'll update the description so it's accurate. Originally, I wanted to have other stuff in there, but whatever. There's rules. So as you can see, the number you order, the price per deck goes down, and they come very lovingly packed. There's a big piece of foam that they had in here with mine because I ordered 6 decks. Right, so there's a big piece of foam over here kind of wrapping it all so nothing rattled around. All the edges look great, and they come individually shrink wrapped. Very spiffy. Yeah, I like these guys a lot. If you want to do custom cards, like I do recommend, not sponsored. Never gonna be sponsored. Never gonna have that many subscribers. Oh, well, that one's broken. No, I'm kidding. It's fine. Yeah, they all look the same. I don't know why I'm showing you multiples. But yeah, there you go. So you get your box with however many you order individually shrink wrapped. Their shipping's very fast, or they're just not very busy right now. I don't know. I don't know, but it was quick. It was quick, and I've used them for. We did a foil deck that's on my little store here as well that you could check out, and that has standard deployments in it, not the cool ones, not the cool Blitz ones for the better version of the game. But if you want to do this as price support or just for your local group or whatever, there you go. You can order these now. Yeah, links won't be in the description because I can't do live links. If I type in a full URL, YouTube just removes it. And I'm not doing the nonsense to let myself post real links. I don't care that much. So you're gonna have to use your brain. It's literally on the screen, or it's just /sell/buckethead-bits. I'll put that bit in there, but you can figure it out. And you might be able to search. I don't know. I haven't tried the search to see how smart it is. You might be able to type in Blitz battle cards, and it might find it. I don't know. I don't know. But now you can meatspace game. Oh, and just to be extra clear, these ones are not foil. They're just glossy. They feel great. The weight is perfect. They feel just as good as the official cards. But glossy, so they're nice. They're nice and smooth. The foil ones a little bit thicker, ever so slightly thicker. But the foil look is really cool. Really cool. But they were more expensive by quite a bit. Quite a bit. Foil paper turns out kind of pricey. Kind of pricey for that fancy foil paper. These ones very reasonably priced. $14. It's basically at cost. Gets you the whole setup, and if you order more, they get cheaper, which is nice. Yeah, and so mine are sleeved up. I play with my foil deck all the time from these guys. I love it. And now we'll be playing with the Blitz deck. It's so good. And just think, you'll all that table worth of terrain, that exactly one table worth of terrain you've cobbled together that still has like 1 or 2 cardboard boxes in it. Now you could split it, and you've got 2 good tables, and you've got 2 deployment decks. So you play twice the amount of Legion at the same time. You played 2 games at the same time. I dare your brain to manage that. Sometimes I pack 2 lists and say I'll play, if we have odd numbers, I'll play 2 games, but it's never actually worked out where anybody's actually done it. And thank goodness. I would probably die if I attempted it. I don't think my brain could do it. So there you go. Check that out. Blitz is in the mod. I've got other videos on how to do that, which is great. Enjoy. Give me feedback on how your games go. Any cool strats or any of that stuff that crops up. And we'll see you all next time.